Cleveland's Homebrew coming at you with a beer review. It's a little bit after 6 p.m. on a fall evening. I love it. It's a Friday, that's right. And I've already spent time clearing out the leaves from the front yard and one of the side yards. So I've got a little exercise, and I think I've earned the right to my beer. It's Friday, and I've got a fun one. So I'm going to share this with you. Here we go. It is the Double Barrel Big Bad Baptist. This is the 2016. It's release number 2. And I'll note on here, it says right in there, 2016 rare release. Woohoo! So I like me some rare releases. This is a good looking beer. Now let me tell you a little bit about this. First of all, yes, it's an Imperial Stout. Yes, there's some barrel aging, but wait till you hear how. This is 12.8% ABV, so it's not too bad. That's a fairly big boy, but it's made with cacao nibs, and now get this, whiskey barrel aged coffee. I didn't say the beer was just yet. It was whiskey barrel aged coffee. Then finally, the beer is 100% aged in whiskey barrels. So let me explain what that means exactly. The coffee comes from Hot Box Roasters out of Longmont, Colorado. Been in Longmont. They've got some great beers out there. It's a fun area. It's near colleges there. And what they do is they age the green coffee beans in retired spirits barrels. And these ones were in whiskey barrels, the beans. All right. And what the brewery did here, Epic, working with them, they selected specifically the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe, I can't pronounce that, beans for its bright blueberry and pomegranate. Can I say that? Pomegranate flavors. Blueberry and pomegranate. That sounds pretty good. And whiskey. I mean, whiskey barrel aged coffee. Come on. And then you got to go a step further. The cacao nibs. They were brought in from Solstice Chocolates in Salt Lake City, Utah, and they use organically grown nibs, and then they roast them to bring out the dark chocolate characteristics. And I've done that myself in brewing. It works really well. So I'm drooling. All right, let's get it cracked open. Cracking the bottle, just popping the top off. I already smell whiskey. That's just crazy. Take a look at this. Oh boy, it's got a thin but really mocha-like head on there. It's just a beautiful head. Look, it's already leaving some legs and lacing on there. That's just great. Just dark as can be. A nice dark head. That's beautiful. Let's get a nose. Oh, I'm in heaven. Oh yes, this is good. I am in heaven. This is great. That bourbon, just dark roast, and oddly enough, blueberry hit me right away. That's crazy. Like it was a blueberry coffee with dark roast, chocolate, and whiskey just right off the top. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. So, yeah, you're getting some dark roast. You're getting some vanilla. Like I said, like a blueberry. I swear I got blueberry, and I got like dark chocolate and milk chocolate and coffee on it, and this bourbon whiskey that was just beautiful with the oak characteristics. It just smells so good. Maybe a hint of some molasses character on there. A hint of some toffee on it. You know, definitely dark roast, of course. It kind of maybe a light brown sugar, like burnt brown sugar. Yeah, just a hint of that. It smells so good. It just smells like one of these big ones, big beautiful ones, and with that name, Double Barrel Big Bad Baptist. Cheers. Holy moly. Oh, that's good. All right, I've been doing lots and lots of IPAs. Enjoying my boy, man. You know, I do love my stouts, and this is one killer beer, let me tell you. So, it's a beautiful, wonderful tasting whiskey flavor. It really is a good whiskey. It is warming me, and not all beers will do that, but it is warm and going down the throat for sure. Man, and the oak character on that's just a beautiful thing. The coffee is very present, but not in any way dominating the beer. But it's very present. You know it's there. But even then, I would say that the whiskey and the chocolate are more forward in this than the coffee is. The coffee is just adding some real pleasantry along with a dark roast and bringing those deep, dark flavors. And I think they did a good job choosing this whiskey coffee, because I do feel like I got some blueberry characteristic. I can't say that for pomegranate per se, but blueberry I did get. You are getting a little bit of vanilla on there, you know, a little bit of toffee, a little bit of molasses type on there, but and that burnt sugar I talked about, that's in there too. It's a full mouthfeel. It's very dark and rich. I think I've really covered pretty much most of what I'm getting off this, but I'm going to take a little time with this and enjoy it, and I'll be back with some numbers. I had to bring out some lights because it's getting dark. I've been taking my time enjoying this. This is a beautiful beer. What can I tell you? Where's my son? Where are friends? I should be sharing this. What a beautiful beer. And what's really special, I think, in this, yeah, I've had the cocoa nibs and I've had roasted cocoa nibs, but the coffee, this whiskey barrel aged coffee is very unique. It's just so unique. It's hard to put into words, but the flavors that you get on this, and you know it's coming from the coffee side. And what's beautiful is the coffee, like I said, is very balanced in the beer. It does not taste like a coffee beer. It's very much a barrel aged beer, but the coffee adds significant flavors. But it's not like a coffee flavor you've ever had, because it's not that people talk about espresso, or they talk about the smell of the grinds after you've made coffee, or they talk about just a rich roast coffee. And that's not really what this coffee is. It has soaked up this oak and whiskey flavors, and it has allowed it to become so much more complex. And while I might not get the pomegranate, as I said earlier in the nose, I do get some of that blueberry characteristic, but it's a bourbon coffee, and you can tell, you can taste it, it's there. I probably overstating it, but it's just so unique. I think it's magnificent. So now I got to come up with some numbers. I'm just so digging on it. I think this rates very, very highly for me for style. I'm giving it, in terms of style, a 98. Okay, it's time for overall. I've been thinking about this one. It's so unique. I've got to rate it very highly, and I'm going to stick at a 98. I would give it a 97 normally, but that uniqueness has that extra bonus point. It's like an ice skater or someone going down the slaloms or something that gets an extra point in the Olympics, you know, because they did something with a twist. Maybe it was gymnastics, but I'm telling you, they did some extra twist with this beer, and it's just wonderful. Here I am with a big shit-ass grin. That's right. This is the Double Barrel Big Bad Baptist. That's a lot of B's with a D at the front. It is release number 2, 2016. Boy, if you see this, don't think, don't ask, don't question. Just pick it up and walk to the counter. Buy it. Here it is. I'd say this is a buy. It's a good beer. This is Kevin Clemens Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you on the next beer review.